Alrighty. Hey guys, this is Titan again, and welcome to another stream from Traubstein. Oh, I actually thought it's Traubenstein. Well, I guess we'll have to change that as we named the city last time. Welcome today. I hope we can achieve some amazing things today. That is that what we did in the last 3 streams was detailing the area around this nice church, which in my opinion turned out really great. And I also am currently making the video for the release of this church, so that the whole process of making this church finally pays off. So let's see who's in the chat now. Hey Revo, hey KJ, Torsten Springbob, it's first time I see you, I think. Welcome to the stream. Hello Escorion, that city builder. Hey Maddie and Petro Belga. Welcome people. So given that this area is done, this asset has been set in scene. Hello Roger Günther, waiting for an answer. An answer to what? Sorry if I missed something there. Just maybe write me in case I missed something, and then I'm sure I can give you an answer. Hello Hans Seaton and Aoshiga, hello. So what I want to do today, and I already hello Wolsdorf, and I already mentioned that in the sort of teasers and announcement for that stream. What I want to do today is to build some scenery for a bunch of half-timbered houses I made recently, but also made, oh god, I have no idea, years ago, I think. Hello Don B and hello Architect Dude. So there's a bunch of half-timbered houses. In fact, there's I think 7 of them right now that I made but haven't released yet. Some I made only recently, like 1 or 2 weeks ago. Some I made 2 years ago. And it's really about time they get released. So what we're going to do today, and maybe also the next stream, is just, here's another one of those half-timbered houses that haven't been released yet. It's just building some interesting scenery for these half-timbered houses so that I can then publish them, similar to what we did in the last streams with the church, where we built this super fancy castle just to display the church. Although as it turned out, pretty much the castle itself was more interesting than the church it actually only was supposed to support. But oh well, this is just how things work in this game, I guess. So yes, my idea was that we're going to start with this area here. I sort of draw a bit of a rough outline of what I'm imagining at the end of the last stream, and so that in this area here we can make a small cute little half-timbered square that is, as I imagined it, sort of the first line of, or it used to be the first line of defense for that castle, but over the time it more or less just grew into some village square. So that this is the inner bailey of the castle, this is the outer bailey of the castle, and this is the old economic quarter of the castle, meaning here was a district where the Duke lived with his family. Then in this area there used to be the smithy, the stables, the granary, and in this area this is where the servants lived. This is where various economic services were had their base. And over the time this grew then into a sort of small city entrance and village square, because of course the castle also is a very, very large city gate, so to say, meaning that road that comes from I don't know, from there, I guess, back in the days, entered the city through this castle here. But over the time, this first bailey grew into a small village square by itself. Yes, very nice Marianne column. That is from you, Donby. I know. Maybe today we actually can give it a bit of a better scenery than just slapping it here onto the square. Why is the police clipping? I don't know. Did it clip? I don't know. One thing though I forgot was the background music again, and I hope that's working now. Let's see. I can hear it and you can hear it as well. Very good, very good. As usual, just tell me if the music is too loud or too quiet. Before we start though, I'd quickly like to once again show you some inspiration for this area. And the only really, existing city that has 3D imagery that came to my mind is Rotenburg ob der Tauber. I'm sure many of you know the city already as the picture-perfect, beautiful German fairy tale town. It is advertised all around the world pretty much. I have been there last year. It actually is a really, really beautiful town. And today I'd like to draw some inspiration from here, in the sense that there is the city wall here, and on top of the city wall are some houses, but, and that is really interesting I thought, beneath the city wall you see there is a pool, there is a garden, just random stuff that maybe you normally would find in backyards of houses, but here it really is just right beneath the city wall, so that I suppose once the city wall wasn't necessary anymore, the houses or the residential space of the houses just grew over the city wall, and this is something that I'm sure we can also do in the game, and I'm sure it will look pretty interesting in the end. So yeah. There is also the same also exists here in Rotenburg, and I'd really like to do something similar with this area we have right now. And depending how far we will get today, we might also be able to make a little bit of a back to the game, a little bit of a half-timbered town square, either here or here. And I think I'm not recording the mouse. Let's see if, I think I didn't record my mouse cursor the whole time. At least in the game, that is. That should work now, I hope. So maybe if we have enough time at the end, we can do a small half-timbered, or I guess a rather big half-timbered square here as well. Or detail some of these small alleyways here, but there's plenty of stuff to do. So we definitely won't run out of stuff to do in this stream. I guess let's just start with what we have here, and I just need to get rid of all the trees here. Just all of them. And also that's a lot of trees here. Holy shit. This is pretty much the reason why on my Vederstein map the FPS are super slow in some areas, because there's just so many trees. I think at some point I'm a bit, exaggerating it with trees, but I don't know, I just can't stop it. Dense forests just tend to look really great in game, although they aren't really light on the performance. Okay. These houses here, they aren't, well, they sort of are half-timbered houses, but they don't belong to the set I'd like to concentrate on today. Meaning, just for the time being, let's get rid of them. These are Umgebinde houses. There's no English term for them. I'm gonna save those for another day. For now, I really want to concentrate on the sort of classic half-timbered houses, because I have been I'm like sitting on these houses for way too long now, and it's about time they get published. So yeah, let's just remove everything I quickly did at the end of the last stream so that we can start with an empty area here. Alright. So yeah, as I said, this used to be sort of the first bailey of the castle, so I'd like to have some sort of existing castle structure. Maybe a small gate, a tower, just something. That sort of, even today in modern days, still, is a bit of a witness that this used to be a castle area as well. So maybe we can use some sort of gate at the entrance here, although that is the problem. I also noticed last time it's kind of difficult to find a gate that is not way too big. And sort of, yeah, it's just a small gate here at the entrance to that area. No, Thorsten, you can't find the Umgebinde houses on the Steam Workshop yet. I made them, I think, just a month ago for Wederstein. And haven't gotten the time to release them yet. They will be, of course, but before I'm gonna release those, I'll have to publish all the other things that are on the backlog right now. Hello, Mikkel Ahilskov, and hey, Varum Positor. Also, just had to take a sip of my tea. I always have my tea with me. So let's see what sort of tower we can use here. Given that this really is the outer line of defense, I guess any large tower would look super weird here, which makes it a bit problematic because pretty much all the sort of historic castle-ish towers, at least, are super huge and super detailed, and just like finding a bit of a simple one is not that easy. Like this one. It's a bit of a simple one, but it's so big. Hello, Mr. Vintage. Yes, that's City Builder. The English translation for Umgebinde houses is Upper Lusatian houses, which is just a weird translation. There is no proper English term for that style of housing. Hey, Dmitry. Okay, I really have no idea what sort of gate to use here. I guess I'm just gonna go with that Mediterranean castle set gate, this one here, and converting that into a PO. Actually, given that these walls here also are POs, I can copy that color from those to sort of have a uniform color over all of these castle parts. Although, yeah, even this gate still looks like huge. Yes, hello Purex, yes, this is live. I'm sorry if that frightens you, but yes, this is live. Meaning me uncut, which I guess is indeed a bit frightening. I'm sorry. Okay, maybe let's just sink it a bit into the ground and see if trucks can still go underneath it. Do I have like some sort of truck? Yeah. Yeah, I guess that works. Oops, no. Although that gate still is a bit like, doesn't necessarily look like a castle gate. At least not like a Central European castle gate. These tend to look a bit more, at least they usually are smaller. Definitely smaller. This is quite big actually. Maybe not a gate after all, but just a tower that used to be part of the gate. Is it true that after reaching 3,000 viewers we'll have to get licensed as a TV channel in Germany? No. There used to be some, or I think, I don't know, there used to be some debate going on with like really professional and large streamers that stream every day, and some of them pretty much the whole day in groups, and they used to have problems and indeed needed to register as a TV channel, which is well, just German things, I guess. But that really only was the case for super large streamers. Not me. Definitely not me. Hello, Austrian Spider. Okay, let's see. No gate, but just a tower that we can plop there to give the illusion this used to be castle entrance. This is too big. This is all way too big. Maybe we can use this one. This is fairly recent. Although, yeah, quality-wise, it's not really... Well, let's say it's a bit flat. A bit too flat for my taste. What are you building? Austrian Spider, I am building a small, sort of small village, half-timbered village square here. Just to present and have a nice backdrop for my half-timbered houses. Well, I guess we might use that tower here and maybe turn it into a PO. Oops. Just did something weird in YouTube. I don't know what I did. Let's hope the stream is still running. Maybe I can PO the tower from Gecko and just make it a bit smaller. Cause yeah, I feel like that's the best thing I can do here. This isn't working. Well, then I guess I can do it like this. Make the whole tower just a tiny bit smaller, so that it's still large enough so that historic, I don't know, horse carriages would pass through the gate. Which I guess this, should do. And then we can say that the road was a more modern addition, while the gate was kept, but next to the road. Hello, Sir Hundemann. Hello, George Bennett. Hello, Staler95. Greetings to Mallorca. Do you know when there might be a City Skylines 2? Well, we all can only hope that they will make one, I guess. No, I do not know when there could be a City Skylines 2. But if you look at recent Paradox games, they usually have a really long time that they maintain the game through updates and DLCs. That I guess I wouldn't expect in a successor too soon, but it's all just speculation, so we'll see. Okay, so what I'm doing now is just I want to see if I can change the color of the tower so that it maybe fits the color of the walls we have here. This sort of yellowish beige tone they have. I want to try if that works, because that would be really great. And then while I'm at it, I might as well change the color of the roof. Is this the Laviante LUT? No, this is, let me look, Relight 2 average, I think. Yeah, Relight 2 average. Okay, I'll need a piece of wall just for reference. So let's take this one here and let's see if we can adjust the color somewhat, at least. Okay, let's place it like this. Let's see. It's at the same time frightening and amazing what we can do with PO. It's amazing that we can change the color of individual parts of buildings with PO, but at the same time it's like a bit excessive, I might say, to even change the color of individual parts of the buildings. Well, it's just all the more possibilities for detailing, and every time some new possibility appears for even more detailing, we're gonna use the shit out of it. Hello, faithful Christian, and you have a problem in your game? I fear, faithful Christian, I'm not really the authority when it comes to game features like the services. I usually don't care that much about the well-being of these services. So I'm sorry, I fear I can't help there. The houses I built can also be a bit lower than the main castle. Torsten Springbob. What do you mean with that? Do you mean that the roofs of the houses should be lower than like the castle roofs? Or do you mean that the houses should be like the ground should be lower than the castle ground? Because the latter of the two, I don't know if that's easily doable without changing the castle entrance, which I don't want to do today. Okay, let's see. I almost got it right. So this is too dark. Let's turn opacity a bit up so that the gray underneath is less visible. And what's this? What's this? No, this is too yellow actually. So it needs to go a bit more into the red, and I guess that works as for the beginning. It's a start. It's a start. Gabe Pleros, when is new content on Ansburg coming? I can't say for sure when. Goddammit, YouTube constantly wants me to give feedback on the stream. My dear YouTube, I am streaming. I don't want to get feedback now. I don't know what's up there. Where was I? Yes, Ansburg. Gepleros, I can't say for sure when there will be new videos or material in general for Ansburg, but I can say that I'm currently preparing the at least next 4 episodes, which would mean, the next 8 videos. But that still will take a bit more time. Okay, how about we just copy what we have here, because I think I can just use this same wall again, which definitely is a good start. Come on, copy and paste. Loading, there we have it. Okay, and I guess, this definitely needs to be a bit higher, which is difficult now, to say the least. But it's also difficult to say where it should be. But maybe we can do it like here. But now, okay, first of all, let's place some houses. Just as a reference, at least. Okay, half-timbered houses. I know, couple of people, many people, probably all of you asked, what are these houses? Where can I find them? I am sorry that it took me so long to finally publish them to you all. But I'm sorry. I'll fix that. So tomorrow I will release this fancy church over there, and then on the 1st of April I will release these half-timbered houses, at least the first 4 of them, and then every 2 weeks or so another one and another one and another one. You mean that the building should be a bit lower on the terrain? Yeah, well, I mean the terrain is on a slope anyway, so I guess it wouldn't be too difficult to, yeah, do that here. So what we can do is just lowering the terrain of this junction just a bit, so there is a larger slope in front of the castle, and this whole square is on a slope. So while we're at it, I'm just gonna also put all these on a proper slope. Oops, didn't want to delete those. So I'm gonna put them on a proper slope, and now yeah, well, I guess this, so these need to be on the same height as they are now. Great. And then we need a slope between these two. No, oops, I keep misclicking, I don't know why. So slope objects, and these as well, slope objects. Somehow that didn't really work. Why didn't it work? Slope objects, now it did. Okay, I don't know why that didn't work. Oh no, not the terrain, hey, damn it. Slope objects, slope objects, slope objects. My D, oh, come on. No, not the terrain height, I'm sorry. Okay, now, slope objects. I guess they already are on a perfect slope. Yeah, it does look like that. Okay, that's good. Hey, Z-Green Gaming. No, you definitely aren't late. I pretty much did nothing so far, so you are definitely not late. But yeah, for those of you that joined later on, the topic for today is at the very least a small half-timbered village square right here. And yeah, I just randomly found this building here as well, and I really want to use it here, so maybe we can come up with the explanation for the building, but I just want to use it here because it fits. Because it, like, the building has such a nice corner shape with gables here, or with a gable there and a gable here, that I think this will work wonderfully together with the half-timbered houses. And then let's see. So all these half-timbered houses are high-density residential houses, ranging from levels 1 to level 3 and growing in size with each level. So question is, what size do we want here? So can I like designate which size or which level I want? I guess not. Oh well. So this is level 1 with 2 main floors. This is level 2 with 3 main floors, and this is level 3 with 4 main floors, and the same applies to every other building. I guess what we definitely can say, the super large one does not fit here, and I would even say that the level 2 building is too big for this area, at least if we're going for a small-ish village square, which I would want to. Red roof for the tower, like now? I'm sorry, my friend, I'm sorry. One thing after the other, one thing after the other. Also the tower is flying, so let's fix that. Click the plus and then you can filter better. But not like I can filter after asset creator and building level. Oh, okay, I see. Only that it's not working. Oh no, I have to. Nice. Okay, I thank you, Gepleros. And hello, 7 Ferrakias. Ferrarakias. Welcome to the stream. Good tea. Having some great green tea now. So let's see. I guess I'm just gonna place all of the buildings around the square now, and then we can see how to sort of assemble them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7? Yeah, 7, that's right. So these are from me, and then of course Gecko, but I guess I can't filter after level in that, so this is too big. Let's see what Gecko made. Valve? No, half timbered? Half timbered. What's with this building? I guess that is also a bit too large for this area. Yes, can't use that one. Those are all from me. Those are Umgebindehouses. Here we are. This, yeah, I guess also works. I guess this would work very well here on the other side of the square. This is cute and small. We're gonna keep it. This works. This, nah, this is too big. This is too big. This, yep, can use that one. Too big. No. Yes. No, too big. Okay. I guess that's all the choice of buildings we have now. And then I might want to also use some larger, or some commercial buildings. But their level 1 version is larger than the residential level 1 version, so I don't know if that's... no, let's only keep the small ones. Thank you, Torsten and Madrim. Thank you. And yeah, I hope you all liked the half-timbered buildings I made. Okay, so let's see. So we have this building here, and the building is... I mean, in any case, it definitely is a later addition. I guess we'll come up with the reason for the building eventually, but I just want to use it there. As I said, I guess the first stream we did on this map, there is no history or anything for this map here. The map really only exists so I can display my assets. It has no backstory, it has no no region it belongs to. It's really just a map, and we pretty much can go nuts here. And so whatever we can, whatever we do, there doesn't need to be an explanation. There doesn't need to be a it doesn't need to fit in a story. Opposing to Wederstein and definitely Ansburg. So yeah, we can just use whatever asset we want and decide if we want to invent a story for it or not. Which definitely helps in terms of creativity. Yes, Staler 95, these buildings or their dimensions are smaller than the Baroque ones. At least with the half-timbered houses I made so far. They are generally a bit smaller than the Baroque houses I made. That is true. And the reason for that is really just that the ones I made so far, well, or more or less, given that some of them are 2 years old, I made them for Ansburg, and the early days of Ansburg to be more precise, and early days of Ansburg meaning very simple, very small, gable-topped half-timbered houses. Future half-timbered houses I'm gonna make could be more like this one. Super ornate, super fancy, and overall a bit larger. Okay, so then this building I think would make a very nice entrance to the area. So we can align it to the tower like this, and then we can maybe somewhat keep the curvature here. So doing it like this and squeeze that one next to it. Like this? Well, I guess that's better. like this. Looks a bit too random, I think. Like really just houses slapped somehow. Not really, yeah, I don't know, believable, to be honest. Let's see if we can figure something out. Maybe it's also because the choice of half timbered is like we have this sort of yeah, lower Saxon style of half timbered, this as well. Then this is a bit of a southern German. This is kind of generic, I think. And then these houses from get-go, which are clearly France, or from France. So yeah, that's not really helping in terms of yeah, authenticity and sort of believability. But we'll see. So let's just continue that on the other side of the square as well. Also, I'm leaving just a tiny bit of space between the buildings, which is, yeah, something that has been done in medieval times. Because for once, you often had some paths between the buildings that led to gardens behind the buildings, but also between the buildings often were if you had one, often were the toilets. Meaning you then had like a toilet in the first floor, and when people would go there and do their business, the dump would fall directly down into, yeah, that alleyway. And so, yeah, that's why you very often can see half-timbered houses standing like sort of a meter apart from each other. And yeah, I'm just gonna do that here as well. Okay, then I'm gonna use that one here. Hey, Demolition Daddy, Hammurabi, and hey, Sibat. Some of these look like they could be from your hometown. What is your hometown? Good green tea. Very good green tea. Okay, let's bring them down a bit. You'd rather close the gap or make it a small Gessle? Possible as well, but nope. Nope. No Gessle, no closing of the gap. But, or well, what do you mean closing the gap? Because yes, most often nowadays these gaps between the buildings have some sort of, yeah, fence or just something that at least blocks the view into the backyard or blocks the path into the backyard. So yeah, this is something I am gonna do. Are these are all normal half-timbered houses, like just standard half-timbered. The funky read George Bennett, the funky half-timbered houses I mentioned in the last stream, I already demolished again. I'm gonna keep them for a later point. I also have some great ideas what to do with them on this map, but not gonna talk about it yet. So I guess the buildings on this side should all be somewhat of the same size, because otherwise we're gonna run into problems with the wall and have to PO the buildings, and I don't know, I don't want that there. So I'm just gonna pick buildings that all have somewhat of the same depth. Matrim, Hensgard, actually all my exams went very well this semester. I got the last grade, or I got the grade for the last exam, I think a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and I wrote 3 exams and 3 seminary papers, and the worst grade I got is a 1.7. So I'm like super happy with how this semester worked out. Which I guess a reason for that could be that I now started specializing. And yeah, so now all the lectures are just way more interesting. And so it's just like, it's much easier to focus on studying when you're studying something now that is like what you're specializing in, what you really want to dive in. So that's probably really helpful. Okay, I'm just gonna, spice it up with a few simple Renaissance buildings. Sadly, I don't have Gothic buildings yet. Those are still on my list, very high on my list, but still on my list. And yeah, I guess that also works rather well in terms of depth of the buildings. And maybe one additional building. Maybe this, is it too big? Well, it's okay, I think. Just have to come up with something here, because like I don't really want the empty wall here. But maybe it's enough if we put like a restaurant area here. Okay, I think that's enough. It's really just a very small village core that formed the entrance to the city. The city that is down there, of course. So I think we can continue with what I wanted to do earlier. Oh, actually, I think I still have it. Okay, very great. So we can use this wall again and bring it to the same height as these buildings, which is a bit difficult now. This should work. And use the same tower again. So then overall we have a uniform style here. Yes, Niels Denkler, Gothic buildings, like Gothic overall is a style that is, I think, non-existent on the workshop. Or well, it is a bit existent on the workshop now that Lichivards made some Gothic buildings from Poland, some brick Gothic buildings, so that helped. But overall, it's a style that is really not represented on the workshop so far, and I definitely intend to change that. And of course, I need them for Ansburg. So, as we will progress through the city of Ansburg and the story of Ansburg, there will be some very interesting additions to the workshop. Okay, let's hope that this is on the same height. I guess I'm just going to use a terraforming network now to force the ground down. Yeah, well, Gothic exists in churches. I mean, I myself made maybe too many Gothic churches, but I mean, in terms of like buildings, actual just buildings you can build a city from, Gothic is really underrepresented. I think I changed the height of something different there. No. Oops, no. Height, adjust. Control H, Control H, Control H. Why doesn't it work? Game, please. Selecting node. Control H. Well, I guess not then. Is the H key broken? No. Is the control key broken? I don't know how to find out. Odd. Very odd. Okay, so this would be then the wall that really just extends the wall of the castle. It is a bit higher than the castle wall now, and I'm thinking whether that's a problem or not. I guess it technically would be a problem, but yeah, I don't know. Given that this wall is only the second layer of defense, while this one is the only layer of defense, I think it's justifiable that this wall is a bit taller. Since this wall, if you like climb this wall, you're still not in the castle. You still have the castle itself in front of you. While this wall, if you climb the wall, you're inside. So yeah, I think it's justifiable that this wall is a bit taller, and I don't have to change it. Okay, and I think the same principle should be valid for the entrance here. So what I'm gonna do is, oh no, that's too big. That's too big. I need a smaller piece of wall. Wall. There we go. This one is good. And if I remember correctly, I think I also changed the height of these segments. Yes, I did. So this needs to go up and up. Oh, one step is enough. And let's see. So this used to be the first like gate into the castle area overall. So how tall should the wall be? Like this maybe? I think that would make sense. So where there used to be the, they destroyed a piece of the wall just to make space for the street. But otherwise the wall is still fully intact. And then, yeah, maybe one of you have a solution what we can do here to just hide that like abrupt ending of the wall. And maybe a small tower could help there. I don't know. We'll have to come up with something there. Okay, then let's just continue this. And what we can do is hopefully rotating this tower. Not enter group. Can I only can move it. I guess I'm gonna copy it and delete it so that I can keep the height of it. Let's see if that works. Yes. And then I can align the entrance to the tower with that wall here. And as it turns out, it actually should be a bit taller. Or, yeah, a bit taller. Yeah, thank you. That's easily done. Huh? Well, almost. Is it too tall? Nah, that works. Although it is massive compared to that little gate here. I guess we'll have to change that. First of all, I have to... let's... Oops. No. No. Damn it. It would be great if I could also have a gizmo for groups. Because I can't just move the whole tower with the little gizmo. I only can move it all at once, which is a bit annoying. Right, okay. Okay, let's make the tower a bit smaller. Same as the wall here. So that it looks less weird in comparison with the gate. Like this. Like, the tower is still massive compared to the little gateway, but in my opinion it is better than it used to be. And maybe a small addition we could do. Is only using the half timbered part of this tower. Yes. And maybe copy that on top of this tower. Let's see if it works. I am intrigued. I think it's a bit too big. It's not working. No. That's not working. But maybe I can just like copy one piece here and make a sort of small I don't know, room or some I don't have a word for it, a small room, let's say, out of 4 windows, and I can slap that on the roof there. Move to. Let's see. Yep. This still looks pretty shitty. It's a shame, because I'd like to keep the little gate, because it's like not too big, but if it's not working, it's not working. Because it doesn't really fit with the wall, and if I make it bigger, which I of course can do, it's too massive. Or is it? Oh, well, maybe it isn't. Let's see it. Let's use a bit of a screenshot angle, and let's see if it fits. It's not too bad, actually. Of course, the wall at the front is a bit small right now, but given this is really like the outermost bailey of the castle, I think that works. Opinions? What do you say? I think we can do it like that. I think so. In the meantime, I can take the last sip of my tea. The courtyard of the new area looks very barren. Why not a few trees and perhaps a few market stalls? Yes, of course, Mark Rich. Of course. Don't worry. I'm not gonna keep it as empty as it is now. It works. That size is fine. A bit smaller, says Elden. That size looks good. Works. Looks great. Well, I guess we're just gonna make it democratic now and say it works. Good. Then, what is with this part here? I guess we can keep it as it is now with just a fence and say it's a modern edition, and that's it. Yes, that plaza, that square is a bit sloped. It's on a slope. Yes. I guess here we can just keep the wall with the fence, cause yeah, it's like modern edition for tourism and whatever. Also, historically, given that this is sort of the mode, dry mode, but still a mode, there wouldn't be too much of a fortification on that side, simply to make it more difficult for attackers to hide themselves. So this is okay. Why don't you let the road cross through the tower? Some cities just have a narrow passage for one vehicle to reach a courtyard. Yes, I could do that, but I actually decided not to. For one reason, because it's like just a bit more annoying to make in the game. Because like while it is possible with a while it is possible with a custom traffic light set up to only have one direction of the road be usable at one time, so that if a car comes from the inside, the cars at the outside stop. This would be a bit of a, I don't know, too much hassle right now. And also, it's like also super common to have it like this, meaning the original gate still exists, but it would have been too small for modern cars, so yeah, the road just passes next to the gate. This is totally realistic. Okay, this area here. So I think there should be pretty much the same castle entrance here, or we're, well, not gonna use a castle entrance at all here. Because, yeah, the castle itself, of course, does not exist anymore. Or, well, the castle exists, but it's not in use as a castle anymore. And it's absolutely no problem if we keep some things a bit more simple. Alright, Purex. See ya, and thank you for stopping by. So let's just use the a small bit of tower here, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. This is, oh, it's part of the group now. Oh, no. Oops. And then it's also part of this group. Okay, delete. And yeah, question is, do we need a wall here? Historically, of course, yes, then would have been some wall, but I don't think it's too necessary to have it still existing these days. So let's just make it a bit of a slope here. Or actually, let's use the actual slope tool and make this a bit of an even slope so that we can, and yes, you can already prepare yourselves. We're gonna make some backyards today. So that we can, yeah, make some behind these houses. Or actually, a wall there would be interesting. But given that these walls aren't terrain conforming, yeah, it's annoying to, like, let them follow the terrain. Yes, maybe partially would be a good idea. Like, maybe we could slope the wall up to, I don't know, this point. Make a small tower there. And actually maybe also slope it to there. But make it really just, you know, overgrown and hardly recognizable anymore. Yes, Hans Seaton, that is also like a really good justification for pretty much everything. Everything that looks a bit dodgy, as you said, you can always say, well, it's a thing of the 19th century, just it's the way people did it. It's always a super explanation if you're attempting something historical, but it turns out looking weird. It's always a great explanation to use. Yes, totally agreed. Okay, let's keep continuing these walls, and yeah, I guess we can have a bit space there for, I don't know, reasons. Can place some trees in there. Again, the wall here is a bit smaller. And what I'm gonna do now is just copying it a few times. Then this one we are going to rotate. And I'm gonna do this a couple of times now. And then adjust them to the terrain height. And slope them. I hope that will work. We'll see about that, I guess. But I have a plan in mind. Like, yes, so. And maybe let's also rotate this one a bit. Whoops. Okay. Oh, no. Copy and maybe one more time. Is that enough so that there could be a straight line like this now? Yeah, maybe once more. No. Yeah, one more. Okay. So let's raise that one just so that it's like, I don't know, what is that? 2 meters, 2.5 meters, that's totally fine. And my idea was that, I don't know if that will work, but I'm selecting all of them and hope I can just slope them. It did work. And so we now have a gentle stair leading upwards, which like totally exists. So that's absolutely no problem. It like doesn't need to be a smooth slope on walls. Thorsten Springbob, I'm just going to translate your comment into English. You could make a small fish pond beneath the castle, and the entrance to that sort of suburban area, maybe not with a second wall, but only with walls that have been integrated into the buildings. Yes. I think that's something we like. Okay, just gonna go back to Google Maps for a second to show you what I'm doing. So on the side, like one side of our little, yes, my dear Verimpositor, I'm gonna change the roof color. I'm sorry. On that side of the half-timbered square that is on top of the cliff or the slope, I want to do something like this here, meaning that the buildings are really like integrated into the city wall, and you have the buildings on top of the wall, and beneath the wall you have like, you see, a pool, a private garden, whatever. I really want to do this because I think it'll look amazing. We don't have the really same buildings, but to be honest, we don't have to. That's like, doesn't matter. So yeah, this is how I'd like to integrate the buildings into the city wall, but only on one side, not on the other side where the slope goes upwards. And back to the game. So here again should be a tower, and I think in that case I'm just no, not copy. I want to enter the group, and in that case I only want really the tower itself and have it here, and yeah, I think it should be maybe slightly taller than the wall, but really only slightly. Like this. KJ, you might have an interesting point there. I should change the color of the roof. Then again, should I? Because it's starting to get a bit funny. And if anything, I'm just like so close, just make it pitch black just to trigger you. How would that be? Especially to you, Verum. Okay, back to the game. What if I just copy this sort of bendy piece of wall here? Let's see if that works. No, it's too bendy. No, that's not working. Okay, delete. Yes. No, Ziegering Gaming, Verum doesn't have time today, sadly. I already asked him before I started the stream. But no, he sadly doesn't have time today. It's only me today. Okay, let's see. Is that the right angle that we have here? Yeah, that should work. So this should be a bit easier now. So let's bring that on the same height as that other wall, like so. And let's just copy it a few times. Maybe we don't even have to copy it, or we don't even have to cover the whole length of the buildings there, but we can stop a bit earlier. Like this. And oops, here again I'd like to slope that whole wall. I think that was a bit too small now. This should be just same height as that wall, right? Right? Yeah, it's enough. What is a bit like oops, wrong mod. What is a bit unfortunate now is the annoying tiling we see here, but if we put enough plants before it, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Do we have a flag for the top of the tower? Actually, it's a good idea. Speaking of, there's not a single flag on that whole castle complex, which we should change, to be honest. Now that you say it, thanks for the idea, Markwich. Oh, and okay, Verum, but still, thanks for stopping by, and thank you for taking the time you had to, join a bit in the chat. Thank you. I don't have flags. Like, the vanilla flag is the only flag I have here. Yeah. Guess it wasn't supposed to be then. Because I don't know if I want to have the vanilla flag here. Not Belgium. I want an actual country here. Not like you see, this is not gonna work with the vanilla flag. Nope, no flag. I'm sorry, but still was a good idea. Hello, stunned Navodium, I guess. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce Polish letters, but that could have been somewhat right, I hope. Or that was somewhat right, I hope. Okay, next, continuing this terrace here by just copying these ploppable pavements. And then we can put some pavement here, pavement here, pavement here. Hello? It is working. So why can't I put it there? I mean, there is a decal, but that shouldn't be the reason for that, I guess. So first of all, let's get rid of the decal. We don't need it anymore. Oh, okay, it's probably grass down there. Well, that explains things, of course. So I guess I'm just gonna change that into a ploppable pavement prop. It's pronounced like W in English. Yes, yes, I was right then. Okay, thank you for clearing that up. Okay, then let's copy this here and sort of adjust it to the slope we have here. Well, this is a bit annoying. No? Okay. Great. And then here we have room for like a small restaurant or cafe terrace that I really like to have that there. Yes, L303, there would be a nice market, or would have been, words. Would be a good spot for a market. Agreed. Totally agreed. I just want to like get the general design done before we can start with the fine detailing. Which means next up are these backyards here, or well, just at least the terrain here. And so I'm thinking how or what is the best way to sort of transition in the sense that these buildings incorporate the city wall. So what if I'm like copying a building and turn it into a PO, and this PO now I can sink a bit into a ground, and I hope that I can, oh well, actually I can rotate it. Let's see if that works. Like this. So this is sort of the back side of the building, and this back side reaches over the wall. Oh, this is even better. Haha. And then we don't need that whole first floor. So let's see if we can get rid of it. I take that as a no. Okay. Then I guess it is enough if I raise that enough so that it's hidden. Yep. Better than nothing. It's a start. It's a start. Then we might have to change the roof height a bit here. This doesn't look as I hoped it would. Can we keep it like that? I think we can actually. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like that. So this is the first building which really just like looks a bit over the city wall, but doesn't yet really interact with it in terms of that it allows its inhabitants access to a garden that sits beneath the city wall. This is what I guess I'm gonna do next. Okay, quickly going back to Google Maps. So on these houses, it usually seems to be like that the city wall is intact and the buildings really only sit on top of the wall, but sort of their basements allow access to the area beneath the city wall. But it's not like the buildings actually are looking through the city wall. They really sit above the city wall and yeah, have windows and doors. Through the city wall. So let's see if we can copy that. What are these city walls? These walls are from what is the creator called? High Explosive Serenade, I think they are called. the creator is called, and they are called Mediterranean Castle Pack, Mediterranean Castle Set, something like that. And yes, lowering the chimney, that is not a bad idea. Well, maybe it is because PO doesn't really want me. Better. Okay. But what, like, also was in Rothenburg and visible on Google Maps is that the backsides of all these houses are stone, or are made from stone, which is not the case here, which by itself is not a problem. I'll just have to come up with a way to sort of emulate that. Of course, again, the easiest way would be if we had some props that are doors, just like some door and window props I could slap here and here and here and here, and that's it. Sadly, I don't have those, and I don't even know if such props are available. I should have looked that up, I guess. Do I have something that looks like a door? No, I don't. I have a toilet house. Look, isn't it a cute door? I mean, it actually would work, but yeah. Let's keep that as a last resort. Didn't I also somewhere use a door here? No, I didn't. Oh, also, I think I should save that. So this is now 4.1. There were some good window and door props on the workshop. Possibly. Yeah, I should have looked that up. I should have. Just did, because I don't know. It's me. I just forgot. Oh well, we'll have to work without. Okay. Let's use some ploppable grass and bring the whole backside of these houses onto terrain height. And I guess with every of these pieces I can just... Wait, no. I'm gonna use the large one. This one. Hoping it's not too large. Nope, it isn't. Very good. Rotating it into the same angle as the walls. Yes, and then bring it onto the same height as each house. And then I can just copy it. Okay, let's rate. For reference, I just pasted it and the game froze. So, yeah. That also happened. I think when I recorded an episode for Traubenstein recently, I think I also had that I just like pasted some procedural object and the game just froze. And it kept frozen for like, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. But, you know, maybe that would be a good point now to do a little break. And for those of you that are new here, I usually have a bit of a tea break mid-stream. A tea and pee break, as I tend to say. And given that the game froze, this might be the perfect time for that. So, let's do it. And hopefully when I'm back, the game also is back. So let's pause the music, otherwise this is gonna be annoying. And yeah, I'm just gonna have a quick break. We'll be back in a few minutes, and I hope by then the game will also be back. So yeah, see you in a few minutes. Alright, welcome back. Well, I am back and I see the game is also back, so my plan worked wonderfully. It unfroze itself, very good. I have no idea what happened there, so yeah. So let's continue this whole charade. What I just noticed is that these grass props are a bit too long here. And also they like, didn't I align, like, or how is it called? To object terrain, yeah, I don't know. Adjust the height to the height of the building. Oh. Okay, I didn't. This explains things. Okay, this is so this is how it's actually used to be, or it should be, I guess. But maybe not. Yeah, is it like it didn't always used to be like that, right? That PO freezes the game, or can, or does that sometimes. Cause up to recently I never really experienced that. But I don't know if it's just me, or if there's something within the game, or yeah, I don't know. Okay, so now we can copy that and bring it a bit down to the height of the building, but so that these pillars don't shine through. I guess now we'll have to do that a couple of times here. So where does it stop? Okay, so yeah, I guess it's okay if it's like in the middle of the two buildings. And again, taking that PO and adjust the height to the building, and we're gonna do that a couple of times now. I guess it's easier if I just copy them all and then align them. I think that's a bit faster. Oh, what I'm also noticing is that these houses are actually further up the hill than the wall. Well, shouldn't be a problem. You also had problems with the text editor and well, okay. Then I guess I just never really experienced PO crashing on me. Okay, I'm just gonna copy them a few times now, and we'll then adjust them to the height of the buildings, and only after that we'll adjust them to the height of the wall as well. I hope that works. Also, I once more was too dumb to like, I moved it instead of copying it. This was dumb. Silly me. Okay, moving and now copying. Alright. And like this. Now I can, I hope, just pick one by one and adjust them to the height of the corresponding building. Yeah, I think that's a bit faster. So we have this. Is there really such a steep slope between these two buildings? Oh yeah, there is. Well, I guess we can just, you know, place some wall to hide this slope there. That's no problem. And maybe the same goes for this actually. Might do it like that. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, so for Ansburg, when it's the 19th century, are you gonna create assets for that? And if so, like the Kaiserplatz would be really cool, like the new Baroque architecture in cities like Dresden and Berlin. That's a lot of questions actually. Am I gonna create assets? Yes, of course. Of course I am. I can sort of have to. Baroque architecture is not really a thing of the 19th century, but yes, I'm gonna make more Baroque architecture in both landmarks and just city houses. And yeah, what do you mean with buildings like the Kaiserplatz? Not sure what you mean there. Or do you mean just like Kaiserplätze, meaning like Kaiser squares in just cities in general in Germany? Okay, I guess I'm gonna rotate that a bit. And then adjust the height again. Well, let's do it like this. And I'll have to move this tower just a little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe we can actually rotate it like this so that the entrance goes to that wall. Okay, no, that's not working with the walls. Okay, then the entrance stays where it is. Okay, great. Hey, Leverwurst Sybil. Hi. It's difficult to like address a name if you're named Hi. I know what building you mean. You mean the Kaiserpalast building in Dresden, right? Yes, that is Baroque revival, and it's a really beautiful building. It was lost in the war. You mean that one, right? Yeah. I guess I'm gonna make buildings like that, like super fancy, amazingly looking neo-Baroque buildings, but that's really just a thing of the future. And I'm nowhere close to that point so far. Okay, so let's use this wall just to fix that height difference there. So that now the defensive wall is actually a bit lower than the private wall there. But no problem in that. That is absolutely fine. It actually looks sort of interesting to have these 2 layers of walls there. Adds a bit of a interesting touch to it. Also, what is that brick wall? I think I never used it. Oh, it's the one from was the Epic Lurker for his Amsterdam canals. Ah, okay. It's looking great actually. Never used it. Alright. So, back to some way to, allow the inhabitants access to their gardens beneath the wall. I have no idea how to do it. I have no idea. I'm just gonna try some things and we're gonna see how it turns out. Okay, so I can turn that one into a PO and move it again to have something like this. Now we have an overhanging piece and we have a sort of weird looking roof here. Not too bad, not much of a problem or anything. We only have to find something for here. And an idea I just had is I don't know that if that's working, but it could. An idea I had was, because I didn't subscribe to any door or window props, but what if I use Mac Welchman's Tudor pieces, and PO them so that I only use the door and the windows. No idea if that's working, but it's worth a try, I think. Let's see, so I only want the door. So I guess first of all I have to sort of remove everything that is not the door, and oh look, we're done. That was easy. So those as well are gonna be merged. And recenter object origin, and we have door. It's like maybe not the best method, but it's a working method, so that's enough. And why is that not a PO? Well, whatever. Now it is a PO. And let's just do the same here and merge everything that isn't part of the window. Okay. And recenter object origin. So now we have a window and we have a door. So we have buildings, we have door and window. The only thing I need now is like really the transition from building to the wall. How am I gonna do that? I guess one way would be really just using this technique everywhere of like copying the building and converting it into a PO and moving it a bit down. The method I used here as well, but I don't think this is like the proper way to do it here. Okay, let's go back to Google Earth again. Of course, one thing that I didn't do so far is really just that the buildings really reach all the way to the end of the to the edge, really. They sit on top of the city wall and they go all the way to the edge. Then they have some windows there and maybe a door inside the city wall. And that's definitely something we can do. In Italy, in general, on the walls, there is usually a statue somewhere that would be good. What do you mean, like a statue on the wall? Like literally any statue, or does it have some meaning? Is there some story behind statues on walls? Okay, so first of all, the buildings need to extend all the way to the cliff, which makes sense. The buildings were built in the same time as the wall or after it. Are you talking of these buildings here inside the city or in Rothenburg that I just showed on Google Maps? Because in Rothenburg I have no clue. Like seriously, no idea. Here, my guess would be they have been built before the wall, but have been or after the wall in general. But like the extensions over the wall and through the wall only appeared later. That would be my my understanding. Okay, so let's just copy this again, turn it into a PO, and let's see if we can just get rid of that stump here that's reaching out. Let's see if I can sort of remove that. Or make it smaller. If nothing else. It could be worse, could be worse. Yeah, I think that's okay. And then maybe the building overall can be a bit shorter or a bit thinner. No, I didn't want to do that. So now I'm like really gonna put it at the edge of the wall. Of course the base here has to be removed. I'm really just like trying at the moment what is possible and what isn't. Okay. Just figuring out how I'm gonna do this here. Sometimes a historic event on the castle, other time Madonna or a cross. The ones in real life, Mr. Vintage? Yeah, sorry, I don't know if these buildings were built before or after the construction of the city wall. Probably after the construction of the city wall, but it's really just a guess from my side. You need a balcony to drink your coffee in the morning. That is true. I mean, technically, like, this is the perfect balcony right here. But yeah, I already had the idea of adding a balcony. For example, here. That is at least something I have props for, also downloaded. So yes, I can do that for you. Let's see if I can change the color that is the same color as the house at the front. Well, it's enough. Doesn't need to be 100% right. The roof is kind of destroying the balcony. Now that you say it, yes, it kind of is. Well, not that it wouldn't be fixable. I guess that didn't work there. So let's just let me just grab the these and these vertices and merge them and and see, no problem. Now you have your balcony. There's no door to your balcony. Wait, let me add your door to the balcony. Hello? Where is it? Oh, oopsie. Okay, there you also have a door to your balcony. Problem solved. That is a perfect method for people that for some reason need to have less assets. But what is the perfect method? Did I miss something I did? Sorry. Okay, so this one would, like, we could make place a door beneath that one and it would work. Beneath that one and it would work. Here as well. I think these houses don't need access to the world the world underneath the city wall, because they don't really have a connection to the city wall itself. So I'm not gonna do that here. So yeah, let's only do it for these 3 buildings. I think that's okay. So what I'm going to do here as well is just extending this downwards. Oh, it's not possible. It's... Nope, that's not working. That's a shame then. Well, I guess that means I'll just have to hide it in a different way. Then I'm just gonna move that whole window a bit inwards like this. And now we can hide this. Okay. Let me... I have a need to change the color of this window. Let's see if that's possible. I want to have it the same brown tone as the rest of the buildings here. It is somewhat possible, I guess. So it's a... Yeah, like this. And it needs to be a bit narrower. Question is, where is the window here? It's difficult to see anything really. What is... Okay. I guess these are the windows? Could it be a bit darker? Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm gonna keep them black. So, first of all, let's place this here. And another one a bit further down. And on the other side, I can place the door. Is that okay? I think it could be much worse. And I guess let's just copy that over to the other buildings. Like that one here. And just for a bit of a change, oops, no, I want the window. Where's the window? There's the window. So, just have a bit of variation in the windows. And then we have this one, which is the third one. And here I guess I'm just gonna copy these two, the door and the window, and paste them like so. Is this realistic? Haha, my dear Luca the lion. Look, I prepared for that. Yes, it is. I'm really just like trying for a similar look as this one, where you can also see that the buildings have their basements inside the city wall, and I guess that is a modern edition and was not done in medieval times, of course. But yes, this is totally realistic, and this is something I really want to do with like the buildings on top of the city wall, and then beneath the city wall is pool, garden area, tra-la-la-la. I think that's just a really interesting thing. And yes, Pedro Belga agreed. Let's put that door a bit higher, and then a stair beneath it. Oh, well, actually, I don't think I should do it with that one, but maybe with this one, simply because it's easier to put a stair beneath that one. So, yeah, let's put the door on that height. But these windows a bit further up, like this. Yes, that is from Rothenburg ob der Tauber. But it's still a bit annoying to me that these are really pitch black and I can't really change the color of those. At least I don't like it. This was way too much of a headache already trying to do that. So it's gonna stay like that. Then we can just have like some forests beneath it, like in reality, and don't have to care for anything more really. So yeah, let's finish this part of the whole thing. First of all, we need a stair on that one. So yeah, this one already fits, I think. What is this? Oh no, that's not working, and this isn't either. So let's use that one. Like this. Of course, it's a bit annoying now that the fence goes just straight into the ground. Let's see if I can do something about that. If not, then not. Whatever. Oops. So I'm just gonna keep it like that and place a bush there or something to hide it. But it could be a bit thinner, I think. Like this. Yes. Curious how these are from a structural point of view. Can't tell that, I fear. But yeah, that is an interesting question. I guess behind the city wall there were really just arches, like basements with vaulted ceilings, and that's probably it. And just like in reality, let's place a pool there. Okay, it's a bit too big maybe. Oh, this like it like as if I made it specifically for it. It just fits perfectly. Wonderful. So this house has a pool, and maybe the other ones only have garden down there, and that's it. So let's start with hedges between these three private areas. This one isn't working. This one isn't either. Let's use a shorter one. No, I want a terrain conforming one, but a shorter one. No, too long. That's the one I wanted. Ah, damn it. So, like this. And then the other garden probably starts there. And for this part, we're gonna use a fence. And yeah, I think, yeah, a good portion of the rest of the stream will probably be my, I can imagine you hate it. I have a love-hate relationship with it. Backyard detailing. It's just necessary once you started with it, and also it's just detailing the backyards. It's just just gives so much more detail. The door isn't able to be opened, is it? You open it to the inside, not the outside. You open the door to the inside. Good. Then I'm just gonna place some bushes underneath there. 0.01. Some bushes underneath. And after that, I'm just gonna use the forest brush for the rest. And I hope I don't have any double trees. Nope, very good. Yes, Luca, I have been to Quedlinburg in 2019, I think. And yes, it is a wonderful little town. And I mean, when I was in Quedlinburg, I took pictures of this beauty here, meaning the church. Oh, well, this is the church from Quedlinburg, the Collegiate Church from Quedlinburg. That I will publish to the public tomorrow, so stay tuned for that little one. Or that. It's not a little one, it's actually a pretty big Romanesque church. Okay, we have that, and let me get the forest brush and forest brush this area beneath. Too many trees? There are never too many trees. Ah. Okay. Let's see, do you have a view when you're there? Or do the trees block the view? No, it's a good view. Like, imagine you're in the pool here and this is the view. Or you are here on your terrace on the city wall, having, like, I don't know, coffee and cake with the family, and it's difficult to position the camera there. Having, oh god damn it, coffee and cake, I said, with the family, and this is your view. Yep. I could live with that. Alright, Austrian Spider, but still, thanks for joining so far. Maybe take some other building, the lighter one, and merge all you don't need. What do you mean, Z-Green Gaming, with the lighter one and merge all you don't need? I fear I can't follow you there. Okay, not too many trees. This is good, this is good. So, yeah, let's just detail here with, you know... Let's pick a ground decal or... So, let's have some stones there. And have some, I don't know, concrete tiles here. And for this one, asphalt? Nah, nobody wants an asphalt terrace. That's like not really nice to have. Yeah, let's use these red tiles here. Of course, the slope there is a little bit annoying, but I guess we can hide that with some bushes or something. Hello, Mr. Jez. What year is the city set in? Modern days. It's like a modern city, but it has a very picturesque old town core. But other than that, it's modern days. Because like in let's say medieval days, you wouldn't see windows in the city wall. That would afterward would destroy the whole point of a city wall. So yeah, modern days, modern days. Been away 30 minutes and it looks great what you've been making. Did I do that much in the 30 minutes? Well, okay, thank you. Okay, we have that. Then let's continue with some washing lines. It's like when I'm doing backyards, it's always the same. A terrace with a table and a grill, washing lines, maybe a sandbox, that's it. And dirt and grass decals. Like backyard detailing really isn't difficult or anything, but it gets super repetitive. Like super repetitive. Which is why by now I'm usually cutting it out from my videos. Because, yeah, while it definitely adds tons of detail and makes every area look way more interesting, it's just super repetitive. So, I don't know, let's use this table here, this table here, and I don't know, different table here. Let's use the vanilla table, why not? In addition, how about a sun chair? And isn't there a better model for a sun chair? Yeah, it's a bit bright. Yeah, bit nuclear bright. Maybe not that one. What map are you using? The map is Royan, I think it's a French map, I think, made by DX. Not sure what he calls himself these days. DX or DX. Royan, I think it's supposed to be pronounced. So you have some sun chairs there, maybe one here as well. A few umbrellas. A white one here. A red one here. A green. I said a green. A green one here. That's it. Let's add some flowers. Here, a cluster of flowers next to the pool. And yeah, I don't know. How about 2 rhododendron bushes there? What's that? Camellia shrub. Yeah, why not? Tuck, tuck, tuck. And a few other flower bushes like this. Just some small things. And the last thing I'm gonna do here is just some dirt detail. This is pretty much the way I always detail my backyards. Like, it's really not much, but it just adds so much to the feeling of an area that even though it's repetitive, I still love doing it. Still have those clothes drying in my city. Your city banned like washing lines, Mr. Vintage? Really? Because like this is like the most normal thing for me, that if you have a backyard, you have some washing lines in your backyard and dry your clothes there. And in some areas, even in like huge apartment blocks, if they have some sort of backyard or something, they have a small area with washing lines. Yes, that is totally normal for me. Where do you live that it was banned? Not area, bush. So yeah, it's just hide that slope there. And I think there also was a slope here. Let's just hide it a bit so that it's not as obvious. And here I wanted to add a little. Also, I think I have dynamic resolution at 300% the whole time. I wanted to add some small farming area here. Like, if you have a small private garden, you might also have a small area where you plant some, I don't know, herbs, cucumbers, whatever. So this is a little thing I'd like to add here as well. In Constanza in Romania. Okay, interesting. Do you know why the city banned that? Because it seems a bit like, it definitely is unusual, I think, to ban this. But to be honest, I also don't really see a point in that. Okay, so now we have small, bit of dirt here. And then what I tend to do is using some fern clusters, and whatever, maybe it's bell pepper that's growing there, cucumbers, who is to say. Bean poles also work quite well. And in the allotment pack made by, I have no idea, there's flint. There's also these little rows of something. I don't know. Something. And then why not look, a little wheelbarrow and a little compost, a small, what is it, watering can, thank you, it's a pile of sticks. These like props are super old and up close, like, definitely not the most beautiful, but from a normal distance, like, totally fine, adds detail. What more do you want? Small, field the size of 3 buildings. Well, yes, but I mean, it's still kind of small. It could be bigger. Like, I'm sorry. These, like, just shut up. Actually, now I need to look how big they are in real life in this wall setting, but can't find it. They don't seem to have this small enough. It's a tourist city and gives an ugly ghetto look. Also, garages are garages are allowed only inside your property if it's a single family home. Okay. Small fence around the garden. Yeah. Let's see if I have the woven fences I have for Ansburg, if I have them downloaded. Ansburg is wrong. Woven. I don't. Okay. Fence. Then what else do we have? Do we have a pay show table for the balcony, please? You mean there? Or where? But, yes. Just have to find some sort of fence here. Well, I guess I can just use this and lower it a bit into the ground. Like, how tall are these? Like 20 centimeters or so. Yeah, it should be enough. Of course, again, getting lost in the tiniest details possible because reasons. And let's close it off like this. Nice. Oh, another thing that just came up to me, a small path from stones or rocks or whatever. How big are they? 1 meter? No, 2 meter probably. No. 170. Ah, okay. Can I like make random angles? Nope. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna do it myself then. And randomly. Let's go into a bit of screenshot mode again, and whoops. Yep. I could live with that. Could imagine way worse places to live. Great. Yeah, and then I guess we'll have to continue the same with these ones, and then with these backyards, and then the market square. Or maybe these ones, then the market square, and then these backyards, just to get a bit of, you know, a bit of, to not have as much repetition, let's say it like that. Still lacking some English words from time to time, but it's gotten way better. Used to be much more difficult for me to find the words I want to say. So after all, making videos paid off. I thank you, Matrim and Matrim and Pedro. Thank you very much. And oh god, no. No, concrete. What is this? This is barely any texture visible. No, I don't want that. Whoops. You want your nice cafe table with wine on the balcony. Yes. I rarely use your cafe tables, Jess. Yeah, you know, the ones you imported with like the cigar and everything, but yes, because this is actually a good spot for those. Let's look for geese. And geese made some great tables. And you know, I'm just saying that to trigger you. But yes. Also, again, this is like the tiniest detail possible. The only thing that is like a bit annoying me is that Sims are not using those. Of course, they also aren't using the ones that are down there, but would be like a bit more interesting if Sims would use those. Okay, it's like a tiny bit flying, but whatever. Oh god. Let's see if I can position the camera there. Also, I just noticed a bit of glitching or a bit of missing building. Bit further up. No, further down. Okay, that's not gonna work. Can you build a small synagogue? I can, or I could, if I had downloaded an asset for it. So, I'm sorry, no, I don't have an asset for it. But I feel like they actually do if you use them in an asset. Oh, okay. So I guess I should really just make some, like these PPG props that, or PPG buildings that have just a prop so that it's usable by the Sims. Maybe I should use that then. Yep. Can you imagine sitting here? Maybe after the stream I'm able to actually get the camera into an god damn it, actual screenshot here. Nah, not working now. Okay. Then there is this wall. Let's extend it a bit more and I have to cover that up. And while I'm at it, beer garden in the marketplace. I don't know, let's see. One thing I already said is I'd like to have a cafe area here with like, yeah, a view on the castle entrance and the surrounding landscape. And maybe here a beer garden would fit better. While here we're gonna have some trees, maybe just a very small amount of parking spaces. And yeah, a market, a small market. Okay, so let's continue. And first of all, I'm just gonna place fences everywhere. And yeah, when I'm like doing backyards, always also the same order of things. Sorry. It's always the same order of things, meaning first I'm gonna plop down fences, that is followed by tables and decals for terraces. That is followed by washing lines, and yeah, that's it usually. And yeah, maybe use that one from Lord Guruni here. No. So these are all private gardens, or very small gardens, terraces, private terraces. And now that I see it, this one also needs to be just a little bit shorter. No. Okay. I didn't download the pre-made market props or market stalls from Nile. Because reasons. So either I'm gonna assemble them myself or gonna postpone it. I don't know. But I wanted to finish this area today, so this could be an annoying task. A stair connecting the terrace and the neighboring garden. What do you mean, the neighboring garden? Like a stair here? Or a stair, like... Where do you mean that? Okay, but I am lazy, so I'm just gonna copy, like... Just gonna copy them. No need to, like, redo it every time. Et voila. And can I maybe copy these as well? And add some, I don't know, some decal there. Also, yes, I'm sorry I didn't download the ones by Nile. It's just like, or maybe did I? But I don't think so. Because I haven't done markets in a long time, and yeah, I didn't. Because I haven't done markets in a long time, so I didn't feel the need to download them. I still downloaded the props for reasons. Some decal, I don't know. Like, I don't know. No, I'll reuse that one. Oh yeah, I like that one. Like here. And maybe next to it, well actually I can just copy it. Whoops. Next to it some sun chairs. Sun chairs. These ones, and let's bring them a bit up. Nice. Oh, then I can also copy this clothing rack and place it there. Then this is the backside of a cafe, so I don't need that there. Table. Umbrella. I don't know, different one this time. This is the black one here. And yeah, some sort of ground decal, I don't know. Concrete tiles. Just grass, no, not just grass. Oof, I don't know. How about some color for a change? You could also add some awnings instead of umbrellas. Yeah, and I think I also have some. No, I don't. I mean, it still could just PO some. Yes, good idea. Gonna use it. Too late. But yeah, good idea. So, I don't know. Can I turn that? No, that might be better for an awning. Hey Julius, no, you didn't miss the stream again, but I guess once more this means I'll have to end the stream now. Can't let that happen. Also, hello. Yep, not a bad idea. Okay, one more thing. I'd like to add some plants. Just these ones. They're super simple, super easy. And if you just like rotate them a bit, they don't look too repetitive, but give a little nice touch. Another one. Let's place them here as well. And while I'm at it, I'll also have to change this grass there, I think. Or maybe I can just like use a decal, that's faster. Decal. I'm looking for decal here. Is this similar? Yeah, similar enough. So let's use that one as a P. No, come on, no. As a PO here. Maybe like this. Make it a bit darker. Yeah, that's enough. Great. We have about 35 more minutes with you. Well, in 35 minutes it is 6 p.m. I think I'm gonna make one more hour. Just like I want to finish this area. And I think one more hour is realistic. Okay, oh god. Farid Aliyev. Yes. How do you like this idea? Several new buildings inside the old city, as if the city has been bombed in the past and not all houses could survive to this day. Yeah, this is like the classic German city. No. Sorry, no. No, I'd like to have this city like really picture beautiful. Okay, so this part is done. Next up is like this little cafe area here. Exactly, Golbat 38. The idea is really not bad, but it fits better for a larger city. Like, yes, Ansburg in 10 years could be realistic, to be honest. Hopefully not, but sadly I can't even, like, I don't know, rule it out. Let's hope not, though. But yeah, the thing is, Ansburg is like super difficult to produce and just takes a bit longer naturally. So let's use some tables. And I really like to use these ones from McWelshman, although you have to turn them into POs and make them darker, because yeah, nuclear, right? But they come with a menu and plates on them, which is a really nice touch if I'm making, or if you're making restaurant areas. Like this. That city builder, that is not entirely impossible. Also, cities of this size made with like, I don't know, let's say 20,000-30,000 inhabitants have been bombed in the war. It's like a no matter the size, you weren't safe from bombings. Oops. I want to turn that into PO. PO. And yeah, you really have to make them a little bit darker. Otherwise, they are way too bright. Oops. And let's add some umbrellas. And I'm gonna use the Wedersteiner umbrella, because obviously, best beer you can buy. Trust me. No better beer than Wedersteiner. And let's see if we can position that somehow reasonably. Yeah, like this maybe. Maybe add the piano on the terrace. I fear I also don't have that piano from Sven Berlin. Yeah, don't have that piano. I usually like I don't know how you people do it. I usually only download the things I think I'm gonna need for the next project. And so if I have a very spontaneous idea, yeah, I usually lack it and subscribe to it next time I'm starting the game, which is of course a bit inconvenient for streams, like that piano now, or the market stalls, the pre-assembled ones. But yeah, it's like I don't subscribe to everything that gets released to the workshop immediately. Nah, let's just add menu sign here. I don't know, let's use that one. So. Alright, KJ, still, thanks for joining and for staying with me for so long. How can we get Wedersteiner beer? Yes, it's a merch. Buy 10 crates of Wedersteiner beer and you get the umbrellas for free. No, I haven't published them yet. It's another one of those things that, well, never published, but will soon. I'm gonna make a special Wederstein beer when my channel hits 1 million subscribers. So, keep subscribing. Okay. I think I like this area. Yep. Turned out really good, I think. So, let's concentrate on the market next. Steady PO, yes it is. So this statue can stay at the centerpiece. And let's put a bit of, not grass around it. Unfortunately, I don't have the terrain conforming ones. But like, yeah. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. So, big one. Nah, small one. And some planters, and in those planters we're gonna put some trees. Question is what planters, but I think I'm gonna use these ones. 8 meters. Why not? Maybe make it 16 meters so there's more room for a few market stalls. Pre-assembled or not. And that's not perfect, I might say. So let's maybe place them like that. And then get rid of these ones. This plaza definitely needs a fountain. Yeah, let's see what we have. Yes. Please tell me one day we'll have Wederstein beer as merch. Yes, at 1 million subscribers. So, you know, keep sharing the channel. Keep like, I don't know. Keep subscribing. I don't know. spreading the message. A little chapel or a church. Well, could do, yes, but so Julius, you joined earlier, you joined later, and for those of you that also joined later, what we're doing here originally used to be like the very first bailey of the castle, which is why it also has sort of remnants of the wall still existing, and this first bailey only gradually developed into a small village core, which is why I don't think a chapel is necessary. And after all, there is like a huge church inside the castle complex, so yeah, I don't think a chapel is necessary. You prefer the planter on one side? Well, opinions, planter on both sides or only on one side? Actually, that is true. If the planters are only on one side, we have more room for market stalls. Okay, you got me. Yes, planter on one side. But then, like, at least 2 more. Oops. Question is, what trees are we gonna use? They shouldn't be too big, because otherwise the view of the castle itself is blocked, and I don't want that. That is way too big. How about some rather young street trees, like those ones? Too small. I feel like this is the ideal size. Those are too big already. Or are they? Yeah, no, these are too big, I think. They would fit more in a city, in a like narrow street with high buildings or with tall buildings on both sides of the street. I think that's where they would fit better. This is of course a classic, but oh, way too small. Birches? No, not the classic planter trees. No. Tree model is a bit older, but well, it's not too much of a problem. Actually, I think these ones aren't too bad here. Yeah, I think that is okay. I think we can do it like that. Okay, next thing, I'm just gonna add some bollards. Oops. Not the largest ones, not the smallest ones. These are one of the largest ones, but I can sink them into the ground, so that's fine. Another idea, wooden balconies with columns and stained glass are very popular in Tiflis or Tbilisi. It's far easier to pronounce the German name, sorry, Tiflis. Or in Baku. Is it possible to build streets with typical German Fachwerkhouses with wooden balconies? I know what balconies you mean. They were also very common on Malta, for example. So this actually would be possible in City Skylines as well, because Acapulco made some Maltese houses and they have these balconies. but I don't have them because, well, I'm not building a Maltese city. But the ideas, Farid, isn't too bad actually. Really not a bad idea. I could do that next time. It would make for some very interesting bay windows. Actually, I'm not sure if that's not too many bollards or... why not? It's okay. Are the cities you are building actually playable? Define playable. Depends on what you mean with playable. FPS are okay, so that's not a problem in that sense. But I guess you mean in terms of game mechanics and stuff. And then... yeah, even though I, of course, put more emphasis on detailing, I also pay attention to the fact that... oops, the planter is gone. I also definitely pay attention to the fact that all my cities should be functional in the sense of the game mechanics as well. So if you mean that with playable, then yes. At least I'm trying. Okay, market props. First of all, I'm gonna take a sip of my tea again. Good tea. Although by now it was iced tea. Problem is, of course, since I don't have the pre-assembled ones, it's annoying to use the ones from Jez, cause yeah, making like assembling every market stall from scratch definitely takes some time. Let's see what we can do here, because these ones are rather old actually. Let's start. Ooh, that's big. We have a tent here, and this tent sells... well, first of all, we need some tables. So let's get some tables. We have some tables and... whoops. Should they sell fruits? Meat? Well, meat is not really sold at markets, I guess. Cheese, bread, fruits. Well, let's make this a like standard vegetable stand. My boy Julius, first of all, thanks for stopping by. Secondly, you are way too busy. Seriously, you are way too busy. How is it that you never have time for anything? Yeah, let's make it like this. What's that? That's fish, I think. Melons, I have no idea what all stuff is. That's beans and oranges everywhere. Sausages are sold at markets, but not like raw meat. Or is it? I don't think so. Not like here. I think. Huh. Melons. What else do we have? Well, no, let's make this only a fruit stand. So we have this, some more apples, then we have more melons. Don't want cheese on that one. More fruits. What's this? Low quality. Yes, flowers, tulips, everything possible, but for a different stall. But I don't think there are more fruits and vegetables. Well, then let's only use that one, or those ones. Actually, these should move a bit, and then we have more room for melons. Cucumbers. Lots of cucumbers. Well, different kinds of cucumbers probably. Maybe these are zucchinis. And what's that? Looks like parsley root. Yeah, looks like parsley roots. Well, gonna have those there. And then at the back of the stall there is like some small wooden fence. Like this. Still looks a bit empty. But what more could you do? Just gonna plop some people in there and that's it. And I think I didn't download the people? The market people? This is unfortunate. Prop. Maybe they turn up there. Look. Oh, it's on seat side. Not helping. Is there like no person? Vendor? No. People? No. Well, don't have people props. A PPG will do as well. Like, I don't know, this. A chair or a bench inside, yes. It's flying. Yeah, that's okay. It's enough. Search Paris. Paris? No, I guess I really just didn't download the vendors. Let's see, maybe I can quickly use that one as... Does it work as a flower shop or flower stand? No, maybe we can actually make it a flower shop if we place it like here. And then add a... not decal. Blumenladen, a flower shop. Blumenladen, wonderful. Scales, that is a good idea. I only have the old scale. Ugh. That's a bit too old, maybe. God damn it. I would have thought there's more to it. Is there like a cashier? No. What's this? Cans? No. Well, I mean, I can take the scale and use PO to make it smaller. So... it's better than nothing, at least. It's still a really old scale, but... that's not really a problem. It's okay for the first market stall. So the next one should be a bit smaller. Oh yeah, maybe you can make the next one a like picture market stall or painting market stall. So first of all, let's get a tent. This one, for example. And here I'm really just gonna use the paintings from King Leno. Where are they? I had them. Ugh. Further up? Ah, yeah, here they are. Oh, they are smaller than they are bigger than I had in mind. well, that's what we have PO for. PO, thank you. And what I'm gonna do is just like rotating them so that they are laying on the ground, and also making them a bit smaller. Like this. But now they could be inside the tent maybe. And now I can use PO. We're going to rotate them a bit. Voila. Paintings. Planters with flowers in front of some houses. Oh, not only in front of some houses, Seagreen Gaming, but also in front of some windows. Yes. And yes, also a car would be good. Like, I don't know. Car. Then these also need a car, although they would need a much larger car. Yeah, like this maybe. Question is, would somebody selling paintings come with a Mercedes car? Let's say so. And some more paint, I don't know, market. And maybe we can let these lean onto a wall that is behind the tent. How are the cars entering the bollards? Yeah, or with the bollards. There is no bollard there. At least not a stone one, but there is a bollard that can sink into the ground. You see? Got a solution for everything. Haha. Then again, a chair. Look, this one is pretty fitting, I think. Yes, they definitely should sell wine. That is a good idea. So let's get some tables again. Gonna use these one from Purex this time. And only an umbrella for this one, not a full tent. Let's use the wet one. No, the wet is too aggressive. That is better. I don't know, the wet color was too aggressive. Wine. Not many wine bottles I fear. But look, we have this one. But it's too big. Yeah, that is too big for this market. Although, oh no. We could have it in the background. And the wine is sold like this. In front of it. These are the only wine bottles, but yeah. What can you do? Oops. No. Oh. Hoppala. Wait, move 2, and then I'm just gonna... bring them into the perfect position. Now I can copy them. And just for decoration, I'm gonna put, like, I don't know, some bread basket in the middle. Yeah, just for decoration. Okay, we have some paintings, we have fresh vegetables and fruit, and we have some wine. Next up, books would also be interesting, yes. So let's get a table again. What about some jars of things? Honey, jams, pickled foods. Yes, I think canned stuff. Canned foods and jars exist. Oh, there's actually another type of bottle here. It's not wine, but who's to say? So let's maybe get rid of these and instead have those bottles here. And now I'm crazy enough, or I'm crazy, I know, but I'm crazy enough to do it. I'm just gonna rotate them so that I can, stand them up. As difficult as it is. Difficult when you don't see what you're doing. Yes, I am insane. Should remove more bollards, but like, isn't it enough if like they can drive into the market area here and then? Okay, I guess you're right. You're right. Well, easily done, of course. Yeah, it's a nice coincidence that they have the same color. I thought so as well. Ah yeah, here we have it, like bottles and jars. So there were those. Let's see if there's more. There is this shelf with canned food. Seafood? No, this is Norwegian where they would sell seafood. No. I think that's everything in terms of canned bottles and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, looks like that's it all. Well, better than nothing. Yes, cheese, wine and bread also. Let me do one thing after the other. Can't do everything at once. I need another table. Oh god. This is like so much micro detailing, it's not even fun anymore. This is just way too much. Way too much. Yeah, it's just these ones again. Oops. Not 3. So yeah, what's that? That's the homemade honey. Well, I'm happy if it's great entertainment for you. Seriously. That's what I'm doing it after all. It's kind of annoying that you started a new okay. Blah, blah, blah. You think it's annoying that I started a new series and then returned to the old series after 3 episodes. I mean, it wasn't planned like that. The reason really was that my hard drive died and I couldn't do videos anymore. And yeah, I planned to return to Vederstein for a bit anyway. And so it really was just that the break was a little bit longer than planned, but yeah, it was unavoidable. Umbrella. Dime House, first of all, hello to you as well. Am I planning to make some 10th, 11th, 12th century houses with tiny windows and slanted walls? I want to say yes, but it's yes, but I'm not gonna make too many buildings that only fit into the 10th, 11th, or 12th century. Most of the buildings I'm gonna do are like these half-timbered houses, meaning I make them as they exist today with large windows, which they didn't have back in the days. But I'm also gonna use them in the same appearance in Ansburg, because like I also only have 24 hours a day. I can't do everything. There were just some liberties I have to make there. Okay, let's add some dirt decals. No, stain decals then. Because I like to use them for a bit more detailing. Okay. And yes, some planters with flowers are also a must-have, I think. Maybe we can place those every few meters instead of a bollard. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. Flovea. Let's see. A prop flower would be good actually, because the prop flowers are much smaller. Yeah, because tree flowers are all way too big. Because then I can use like this small one, although it's not as colorful. But that's okay. Oh yeah, let's use that one. Oh, now they are too high. Oof. Okay, let's see what happens if I conform them or let them follow the terrain. That should work. No, they're not tall enough. Whatever. You would like to see a church in a Czech or Austrian style with an onion dome. above the tower, which was once copper, but over time, due to patternization, became turquoise. How do you pronounce that in English? Turquoise? Turquoise? It became green. Well, yeah, possible. I have a church downloaded that has such an onion dome, but I don't want to only use the church for the onion dome, because I already said that a few times. I don't want to PO huge buildings only to use a very small detail out of them. I really don't like that. Okay, what's this? Does this look any good? It's good enough. So this is the bratwurst stand. Where you get your bratwurst and beer, and oh look, the game froze. Oh, it didn't, it unfroze. And oh look, I should save the game actually. Turquoise. I don't think so. Like choice, but with a Q. Wow, okay. I didn't expect that. Oh look, the game froze when I clicked on save game. We are not gonna talk about anything right now, we're just gonna wait. Wait until the game unfroze. And I have no idea how long that'll take. But I really don't want to use the progress I made since last time I saved, which is, to be honest, I don't even know when it was. Yeah. So guys, how are you doing? How's your game doing? I hope it didn't freeze. Come on. Of course it had to happen now. It's like I jinxed it. I know. Let's see. Let's see. No, I'm not gonna press anything. Although, I mean, the last time it froze, I did my T-Wagon and it also worked. But no, not gonna press anything this time. Just gonna let the game take its time. But after that, it's like we're almost done with the area. And what did I say? I think 40 minutes ago I said that I'm gonna need like 1 more hour. Seems I wasn't too far off. I would just like to finish this market area now with some, well, this bratwurst stand, a few tables, a few benches, a few more umbrellas. Then gonna tackle the last backyards, and yeah, gonna call it a day. Made this small village core then, or it's not really a village core, just this small castle square really. And then in the next stream we will then make, yeah, maybe detail a few half-timbered houses inside the actual city, so that I can use the large ones. Yeah, we'll see. And yeah, in the meantime now I'm just... let's see what the game decides to do. I don't know when last time I saved. It's been a while, I think. And I'm not sure if I saved 1 time or 2 times so far in that stream. I think 2, but I'm not sure. So yeah, we'll see what the game decides to do now, and then yeah. Don't forget the cheese stand. Cheese stand. Yes. Could also still do a cheese stand. Yes. But like at the moment, the cheese stand is like the least of my problems. I just want the game to unfuck itself right now. Let's see. How long does it usually take when a game freezes to, to find itself again? Like 5 minutes maybe? How long does it take already? I didn't check the time. Oh, look. It unfucked itself. Oh, I actually only saved once so far. Almost 2 hours ago. Oh, look, it... Oh. Let's save. Yes, Prop It Up is a known mod for crashing the game. That's why you should always save the game before using Prop It Up. And we are... Okay, it's packaging. No, the packaging takes too long. Yeah, Hans Seaton, that is usually what I do as well. When the game crashes, I'm usually rage quitting as well. You know... Oh, okay. Just wanted to say, usually only the first packaging takes too long, but all good, all good. So yeah, back to the game. I wanted to use some tables. Sadly, I can't use the long tables and benches. At least not if I want the Sims to use them, which I want. So yeah, these standard vanilla ones it is. Sorry. Oh, I just want the table. Thank you very much. Yes, Niels Denkler, prop switcher is also an idea. The problem is that once you used either Prop It Up or prop switcher on a map, you will have to keep using it. And this is a map I started before prop switcher came out, so I'm just stuck with Prop It Up now. But also, to be honest, I never really had problems with Prop It Up. Umbrella, and let's use... What can we use here? Heineken. What's that? Starbucks? No, that's no Starbucks. Tyske. I'd like to have Coca-Cola. No. Whatever. Whatever. No. What's that? Whatever. Yes. Radeberger. Okay, yes, I'm gonna make a cheese stand. Okay. Let's say as a thank you, because the game unfucked itself, I'm gonna make a cheese stand. Let's do it maybe on the other side here. Yes. Also, hello, River. I think Clyde wrote it in the description of Prop Switcher that if you use Prop It Up, you can't switch because, well, all the options are gone. Meaning you'll need to rechange every prop again. It's not impossible to switch. It won't break your save, but it like will remove all your prop settings, of course. But maybe he already changed that, so someone better check that up. Okay, let's again use some tables here and make a cheese stand. What does Bob stand for? Bob, what Bob? What do you mean, what does Bob stand for? Can you make episodes like Yellow Hill? I fear you'll have to be more specific here. I'm not really up to date when it comes to that, so you should be a bit more specific there. What do you mean with episodes like Yellow Hill? Okay, I hope you're happy now. We have a cheese stand. I guess this region is also known for cheese. Props, please. Only props. Thank you. I think that's okay. Well, maybe we can copy that table here and rotate it by 90 degrees and put it here as well. Nope. Oh. It's a cute scenery, I think. Lucas Graf, I'm again gonna translate your comment or your question into English and hope you'll understand my reply. You didn't find a possible map theme in my collections. Depends what collection, but in the Wederstein collection has a map, or the Wederstein has a map necessities collection, and that one has a map theme in it, and I think it is the Euro 4K from Pidelmo. The Ansburg has a collection that is the Bernburg Saale necessities, because the map for Ansburg is Bernburg Saale. And the map theme linked in there is, I think, Stray Cats Territory. Something. Yeah. Could put some jams on a cheese stall. Guys, let's move on a bit. Let's move on a bit. Just one additional thing is I'm gonna... Oops. Oh. Oh, no, not that cafe. One additional thing is I'd like to add some of these from Mr. Miyagi, although there's not enough room for that one. These pre-assembled cafe, or I guess sidewalk in general things. Oops. No, let me only get this one, thank you. Maybe one without too many umbrellas, or at least with differently placed umbrellas. How's that one? Ah, that's working better. And hopefully that also will bring a bit more life into this area. But I think it might fit better here. Oh, yes, I was designated to change the roof color here. Yes, I should do that. Question is, how large should that color rectangle be? Let's see. Height 256, 300, 350, 450, 420. Okay. Width 420. 500. 600. 550. 560. Okay. So let's change the roof color so that it fits the other buildings. Great. Yes, finally. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. But I didn't forget about it, so that's something. We'll gotta fix that hole there. And then just the backyards on the other side of the square, and I think that's enough for today. And I think we really did something. We did some good progress on that map today. And I think we, definitely made a little scenery for the very small of these half-timbered houses. For the very small ones of these. And then next stream we can concentrate on the larger ones. Let's make some actual beer garden sort of area here. I just need these tables. Meaning, let's place a bunch of them here. Yeah, they sink into the ground a bit. That's, I'm gonna fix that in a bit. Maybe do it like this then. Only one additional table there. I'm gonna ignore that hole there. Sorry, I'm just gonna ignore that one there. Put the planter in the middle. That table. Oh, it's difficult to talk and write at the same time. It's really difficult. A small planter in the middle. And the tree. Question is what tree? I'd like a big tree that covers the whole area so that you always sit in the shadow. That's actually not too bad. Yep. Great. And some separators, and of course, best beer, Wedersteiner. Menu, just like all these little things that make it so more interesting. Props looked oversized for the buildings. No, these benches are pretty big in real life. Yep, they are. Okay. Oh, one additional thing. Der Wedersteiner Bierpub sein. And I hope some more people, some more Sims will come here and bring this whole area a bit more to life. Then another thing I mentioned is that I need to close these gaps between the buildings off. And I'm gonna do this with just some wooden fences, which is how it's done. Oops, how it's done in reality as well. Maybe not there. Nah, come on. Just want it there in the middle. Thank you. No. Okay. You know, all the tiny little details that make an area more interesting. Ah, beautiful. It did really turn out really good, I would say. If I'm allowed to praise myself for a moment. All right, last bit for today. Yeah, really just these few backyards here. And so what I'm doing is just, oh well, if I'm already at fences, I'm gonna take, where is it? That white vanilla fence, that one. I'm just gonna take that fence here and I don't know, maybe this one somehow here, and while we're at it, maybe that one here, hoping it doesn't stick through. It does. So let's quickly get rid of that. Is Wuppertal a nice town? Yeah, no, I don't think so. Wuppertal itself, not really, but Wuppertal is more known for the Schwebebahn. The yeah, I don't know, just Google Wuppertal and you know what I mean, the overhanging railway. But in terms of cityscape, Wuppertal isn't really like any sort of remarkable or anything. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, then I know what you mean in terms of Skip's Yellow Hill series, but yeah, it's a fun idea, but no, didn't plan anything in that sense. And one more hedge here. Oh well, no. I'm sorry. My throat is getting a bit dry from all the talking. Let's use some actual bushes here. So we have some very small gardens here, backyards. And let's use one decal per house, and then we're almost done. This one here, and where's the big one? Well, guess not then. Don't want to use that one there. This one there. These have concrete tiles. This one here. They have a wooden terrace. And these ones also. Oh no, they have some raw stone terrace. Oh, there's another one. They have... Can I use that one for a terrace? Oh, it's actually interesting. Yes, let's use that one for a terrace. And let's get some tables. Actually, let's get some working tables as well. Table there, table there, table there, table there. Alright, so we have tables and again all sorts of umbrellas. How about a green one here, a red one here, I don't know, a small white one here. Nope, nobody wants a Radeberger umbrella on his terrace. Oh, well, I guess some people really want it, but guess that's not the usual. I don't know. Yellow one, blue one. Let's add some grills as well. Kai Rodenbeck, you recently moved to Arnstadt, and what the history reminds you of Ansburg? Okay. I know Arnstadt, but I really didn't look into the city much so far. But okay, interesting to know. I actually, if you say so, I'm gonna, you know, have a look at it. And see if I, you know, can draw some parallels there. Washing rack, and one there, and one there. Some up here as well. Just background things. What more? Oh, maybe some children living here as well. So why not adding some sandboxes? Yes, they are vanilla, but oh well. Someday, oh. Opa. Okay. Some here. Then maybe a pool. One for the kids. And one for the adults. Now that there is a pool, maybe we can put some wooden fence next to it so that the neighbors don't see you bathing in the pool naked. At least I wouldn't want that. And last but not least, yeah, I don't know, just some trees. I don't know. What's that one? Oh, it's a small tree. Why not? Oh, maybe some flowers. It's not too much room here anyway. Alright. Okay, then as I said, around it is just forest-ish areas. Bit denser maybe. Et voila. Oh. This needs to go. Okay. What's that? Oh, that's from the small castle garden. Okay, so let's also get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Yes. Uh, oh. Let's just add some decal there, or some pavement decal that slowly fades out into the grass. Yes, pavement edge. Like this, and let's put some actual grass next to it. Just for the screenshots. And same on that side as well. Maybe 1 or 2 additional trees here to hide that I didn't detail this part. But I don't want to do that anymore now. I think we've done quite a lot. Is Landshut a nice city? Landshut is pretty nice, yes. Yes. And switch the roads here to those. Not too bad, I think. We might have to get rid of these small wheat bushes there. Or actually, let's add another. Oops. Let's add a node. Add a node there. Thank you. Okay. Nice. Very nice. And then I can also copy that decal over here. Same for this side. Okay. I think we're done. So let me save. Matrim Helmsgard, I thank you. I really thank you, and yeah, thank you for the nice feedback. But yeah, your comment came to the wrong to the right time. I think we're done for today, and we did some good work, I think. Guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the input I got from you guys. This really helped making this whole thing together, and not just me doing and I don't know, saying what I'm doing, but really you also helping me with input and ideas. That was great. Where is the Plön line? Not here. Maybe sometime, but it's not here. Well, no, I've never been to Trier, Luca, but I really like to. Okay. Again, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being with me the whole time. Almost 4 hours again, damn it. But yeah, it really was fun. Yeah, sorry, no, wow. You came a bit too late today, I fear. So today we did that little villagey area with fancy half-timbered houses, small half-timbered houses, and next time we can then concentrate on the actual city with some big, stately half-timbered houses. Good, then I really hope you all enjoyed that one. Don't forget to check YouTube or my Discord tomorrow, probably around the evening, because tomorrow I'm gonna publish this beautiful beast over there, the Collegiate Church from Quedlinburg, which is a church you definitely want in your cities, trust me. And along that, I'm of course also going to publish a asset showcase video to properly display it and explain a bit, history about the asset. So don't forget to tune in for that tomorrow. And yeah, that's it from my side. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you again next time. So, bye.